Every year, millions of Americans' lives are impacted when they cannot afford to pay a ticket. In nearly half the states in this country, if you cannot afford to quickly pay for a traffic ticket, a toll violation, or other fines and fees imposed in the criminal justice system, your driver's license will be suspended. When your driver's license is suspended, you face an impossible decision. You either stop driving, in which case you can't get to work, can't take care of your child, can't get them to school, can't get your parents to their doctor's appointment, can't even do something as simple as go to a grocery store. Or you continue to drive and risk being arrested, more tickets you can't afford to pay, any long-term prohibition on driving, a criminal conviction, and a very real possibility of incarceration.
Small businesses, the folks that we represent, have generally 10 employees or fewer. They're considered a micro business. And so you can imagine how if one of those individuals is impacted by a debt-based driver's suspension, they're unable to get to work, and that places a heavy strain on the business. So it's a multifaceted workforce issue that we would be remiss not to advocate for.
The folks that we're dealing with, particularly folks that have been involved with the criminal justice system, are fighting against the odds just to get into the system. And any policy changes that can be enacted that will not even level the playing field, but tilt it a little less in the away from the direction of resistance, will help folks get to that better place. And ultimately, I think really what we have to look at is this issue from an economic standpoint. Keeping people out of employment is a costly proposition. Getting people employed and paying taxes is really not that hard or that expensive. And it serves everyone in the economy to get everyone involved in that economy in a meaningful, productive way.
Flagler Force is committed to fair chance hiring because it's the right thing to do. Everyone deserves the dignity of work. It's a smart talent acquisition strategy. This is a population that's overlooked for work. They're unemployed at a rate of over 27%. And if we can get them working and get them contributing to the tax base, it improves the quality of our communities.
71% of small business owners identified driver's license suspensions from unpaid fines and fees as a detriment to business owners finding quality workers. 67% agreed that public policy solutions need to be taken and implemented to reduce these instances and these barriers of access to transportation to get to work.
I think it's important for companies to engage on these things because ultimately it does benefit their business. And when society thrives, when people thrive, business thrives. Companies are concerned about their bottom line. The truth of the matter is supporting policies that ensure that people are not burdened with debt, they are not refused a driver's license, they have access to transportation, ultimately helps society, which ultimately helps businesses.
Suspending the driver's licenses of people just because they're poor and can't pay fines or fees is cruel and counterproductive. In the U.S. Senate, I'm the co-chair of the Senate Law Enforcement Caucus, and law enforcement leaders across the country have called for the passage of this bill.
We're just really thrilled to be working with businesses, the advocacy community, and legislators to help advance this cause of ending court-based debt driver's license revocation. We welcome you all to join us.